Hey Dream Lush gang, so I'm back again today with another reading. This is going to be a pick a card, and this reading is going to be about what makes you attractive. So we have three piles here today. We have pile 1 with number 47. We have pile 2 with number 38, and we have pile 3 with number 39. So choose your pile. You can choose either by the goddess that is on the pile, you can choose by the number of the pile, or you can choose by the number. Just use your intuition and we will get started. So we're going to start with pile number 1. I'm going to put pile number 2 and 3 to the side. So we have here pile number 1, guys. If you chose this goddess, sorry if the camera is shaking. I'm trying out a new little location here, so let's see how this turns out with this location. But the reading is going to be on point, pile 1, so don't worry. So yes, we have here Scold. Her name is Scold, and what she has here is the future. As you can see, her eyes are very piercing. So you may be the group of people that has beautiful eyes. I'm seeing you can also be a flirt as well. This may be some of your attractiveness. You attract people that are very attracted to physical features. I feel you have a very symmetrical face. You have very symmetrical features, very prominent eyes for some of you. For others of you, I feel your hair is always done. You just look very polished, very put together. Your favorite color could be blue as well. I'm gonna leave this goddess card here. Hope you can see it. And then we have the rest of these cards. I'm going to put this to the side. We're going to get to these in a minute. I already pre-shuffled so that it's not going to take super long. So we have here Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after? And we have here expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. So with these two cards, these are how people view you. So you could have a really strong personality. It says here, expectations, don't seek anyone's approval. You probably are very outspoken. You have this creative way about you of dressing as well. I feel you don't really have to put too much effort into what you're wearing, but it's you always look good regardless. You can have blonde hair, because we have blonde with this goddess card also. So you can have blonde hair. You can also have shortcut hair. I feel you have that very seductress personality where it's you don't even try. You could have long legs as well. These are things that people notice. You can have long legs. Your skin, I feel your skin could be very clear as well. You may have brown to tan skin. Could also be You could also be like very light skinned as well, but it's like your skin is very clear. I feel like some of you, you're like, people see you as like this strong person that you can like easily start over. Because on this thing it says once upon a time, and it says like how's that for a happily ever after. So you're probably someone like, if you break up with somebody or if someone breaks up with you, it's like you bounce back, like you have like you had, or you're having like this sort of a glow up right now where people are looking at you and they're like, damn, she looks good, and you know, like they were together for so long and like she doesn't even seem sad. Even if you are sad or you have like your moments of like crying or whatever the case is, like you are the type of person that you don't put your personal business online. So like you just look very polished, good. You look like you have your shit together basically. So pile one, you're looking very good. Like you're looking like very strong. Like you have like this strong, easygoing type of personality. For some of you, when people see you, they probably see you and think like, for some of you may work out and some of you don't, but it's like you look good regardless. Some of your birthday might be in December or September. Like September, December, and November for some of you. So now with these cards, we're going to take a look at your energy. So this is like the energy that you exude. This is like what you show people, what people see. This is like what attract, like this is your heart energy. So this is like what attracts people towards you, what like keeps people in your life, like the things that you say and do. So we're going to take a look at this and see what comes up. Let's take a look at your energy, guys. So here it says, with number 49, your lover isn't lost. Then here it says, choose to see abundance, with number 45. I'll bring those closer. Then this says, you exist as potential. And your last card for your heart energy is compassion is your freedom. Yeah, so I'm already picking up on the energy for pile one. Like, you have this very effortless energy about you, where it's like it's like that bounce back energy like I was getting before. It's like, you know that you're always going to be good. It's like you're the type of person that always has people in your life that you can always like fall back on. It's like you always have people that are letting you know that they have a crush on you. It's because of your heart. It's like you have a very loving and open heart, but you're also like a very sexual person. I feel like you're an openly sexual person, but you're not openly sexual with everybody. So you have like this mysterious side to you, pile number one. And with the choose to see abundance card, for some of you, I feel like people don't always see the good things that you do. I feel like you are like a type of person that like you could volunteer. You can possibly like help out in your community as well. I just feel like you have a very giving heart. And you see the good in people. You see the good in everyone, regardless of like how much they hide, how much people try to hide who they really are. It's like you really see the good in people. Like you can see past the darkness in people. And so like you may attract like a lot of like people who are like in need of your healing. Like I'm not, it's not like dark people, but like you can probably like attract people that are like pessimistic sometimes, and you're like, why are you so like, why do you always look at the glass half empty instead of half full? It's like your heart makes people want to change how they see things. Yeah, and like I feel like you see the potential in everyone. You see everyone's potential, and you can be a singer, a songwriter, or someone that plays like an instrument as well. I feel like your energy is very calming, very healing to people. You can possibly like produce, like if you have like singing bowls, like I feel like you produce like healing music, you have like a healing touch, a healing voice, healing energy. And here we have number 16 with compassion is your freedom. So yeah, like I feel like you have a very compassionate, loving heart. You are like very pure at heart. And when you love from a very pure place. You love from your heart energy, from the core. It's like people are pile number 1, people are lucky and blessed if you love them. For some of you could be psychic as well. Some of you could be seers. Many of you can possibly get like prophetic visions in your dreams. But even like when you're daydreaming as well, like you get these like these visions. For some of you can see when people are going to enter into your life before they come. Bring this down a little bit. Yeah, some of you can see like when people are about to come into your life. Pile number 1, I feel like you have a story that either you tell or needs to be told. It has something to do with like heartbreak, or it doesn't have to be romantic. There are relationships that can break your heart that aren't romantic, but it's like your energy draws people in. The fact that you are not afraid to be who you are, pile number 1. So now we're gonna get into your last set of cards. I'm gonna put these here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'm gonna put these over here. So now we're going to get into your natural sex appeal. So these cards are a little bit raunchy. Please be over 18 if you're going to watch this. So yes, these cards are going to be a little bit raunchy. We're going to be looking at your natural sex appeal. I'm going to see what it is that people find attractive about you. So here we have the Emperor. So for many of you, you have like, I think I said this before, but you have like a very like gorgeous body. What I'm really noticing here is that like your arms could be very toned. You can have like, so for men, you can have like this toned upper body, like this very, very like asymmetrical, handsome face. But it's like, if you have facial hair, it's like you keep your hair kind of like high, or kind of like, what do you call it? Like kind of like wild. And like, that's very attractive to the opposite sex. Yeah, I feel like some of you have like this model-esque body. For women, I feel like you have like these like thick thighs that you have. For men, I feel like you have like a high sex drive. You could have a big you know what, for some of you. And we have here the Knave of Pentacles. I feel like you have like a nice set of breasts. And it's like, you know what kind of clothes to wear to flaunt your body. Like, you have this naturally mysteriousness about you. I think I said this before. It's like, you're very mysterious. Oh, and the song, there was a song that came through for pile number 1, and the song was Big Ol' Freak by Meg the Stallion. So it's like, for some people, it's like you look innocent sometimes. Like, I hope you can see the card. Like, it's like you look innocent sometimes, but on the outside to the world, you look innocent, but you're not that innocent. Britney Spears, what's good? I feel like there's something about your mouth as well. Like, you have this very like, you have like pouty lips. And it's like always like juicy. Like, you have like you probably have like DSLs where like your lips are like big and juicy. So it's like, for like men or women, it's like you could possibly notice that people stare at your mouth a lot. I mean, like, whenever you're not masking up. So yeah, like, people like stare at your mouth a whole lot. So for some of you, I feel like you have like, you maintain your body a lot. Some of you may work out a lot. I feel like you guys have like a maintenance schedule around your kitty. So it's like, you could possibly go to the spa, you go to get waxes. It's like, you take care of yourself very much so. Whether you're like in a relationship or not, there's something about like your neck and your chest area that is like very attractive. You can have like a slender neck. You could possibly have like tattoos around your neck and chest area, even like on your hips as well. I feel like you are like you're like a quiet seductress. Like, you don't have to make too much noise. And it's like, you are seductive without even speaking. Yeah, this is like I was saying before, like, this person's back is like cut up. So for some of you, like, your back is like cut up. Like, you spend time in the gym. Or even if you don't go to the gym, it's just like your body is just naturally like attractive to people. It's like you know how to dress to accentuate certain features. You also have like a naturally good smell. Like I'm hearing like water, so you could possibly taste like water. Water has no taste, so like it's like you don't have a smell, you don't have like bad body odor. I feel like for some of you, like your hair could smell like fruit, so you can wash your hair a lot and your hair smells like very fruity. You give off this like alluring type of energy, pile number one. Again, we have somebody with your neck. So it's like your neck, or it's something with your neck and your breast chest area, guys, that is just like so intriguing. And people, it's like people could possibly like love to like smell your neck. For some of you, like you have like a rose perfume or some type of like floral fruity perfume that you wear, that like when you step outside you get like a lot of compliments. Pile number one, I feel like you know how to take control. Like you know how to take control of your partners when you are intimate. It's like you have this duality where you know how to be submissive, but then you also know how to turn it around. You know how to be assertive and be a little bit aggressive in bed as well. It's like you have this like double energy about you. And again, like I'm noticing this person's chest and like abs area. So like you can be like really cut up. I feel like a lot of people, when you break up with somebody or if you stop dealing with someone, like they're mad at you. They're mad. Like that's how good you are. That's how good your sex appeal is, your sex. I feel like you are very like sensual in bed. Like you love to touch and be touched. Pile number one, I feel like there's like a dominance about you. I also feel like you naturally give the person that you're dealing with your attention. It's like you give that person the world when you are with this person. You have this naturally like energy where like people just want to be with you exclusively. Like you can find that like people just want to be up under you. The people that you're dating or that wants to date you, they want to be up under you a lot. I think I said this before, but it's something about your legs. You can get complimented a lot on your legs. It's like you have strong legs. For some of you, you have like strong, thick thighs. You can have like naturally perky breasts. Pile number one, y'all out here looking real good, looking real alluring, real attractive to the opposite sex. You're out here looking real good, real tasty out here, pile number one. that is all I have for you today, and I will see you in the next one. We're gonna head on over to pile number 2. So if you chose pile number 2 with this card, this goddess's name is Morgan, and this is with Death and Magic with number 38. I hope you could see the card from here. Pile number 2. So pile number 2, I feel like you have like this really mysterious aura to you. Pile number 2. You could be the type of person that when you walk into a room, all eyes are on you. I'm gonna take a look at your other cards here. These cards are going to be how people view you. So let's take a look. So we have here Feather with number 26. Think before you judge. And then we also have here with number 27, which Justice is coming. So people can see you as like a very fair person. It's like you're non-judgmental. People see you as someone that gives people chances. You're like, you're very fair. You could possibly have like lots of friends that are like-minded as you are, because we have here Death and Magic, and then we have like these witchy cards. Like in each card they're wearing witchy hats. So you could be very mysterious, and people probably see you as like a magical person. You could possibly do like spiritual work. You could possibly do like candle magic. This goddess's throat is lit up over here, like her throat and her hands. So it's quite possible that you do like spiritual work. Your hair could be very long and has like a lot of volume. You could possibly change your hair color very often, either your hair color or your hairstyle. But people see you as like a non-judgmental person. You could also be like a person that like always has like a closet full of clothes. You are always dressing differently. You could possibly wear black a lot. You could possibly have like those like lit up stars in your room, like those stars that glow in the dark. And like candles, like something that has to do with candles here, guys. Pile number 2. You could wear like lots of skirts and dresses. So like when people see you, they see you as like someone who's very girly, very feminine. Like you have this feminine energy about you. Let's take a look here at your energy. So this is going to be your heart energy. We're going to be taking a look at like why people are attracted to your energy, the type of energy that you hold, that you exude. So we're going to be taking a look at that. So we have here with number 44, forgive the unforgivable. We have here, see the world as beautiful. Loss makes you whole. And we share one heart. So your energy is very, you seem like a very forgiving person, and you have like this positive outlook on life. You could be the type of person that you have this saying, like, if it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. It's like, you know that when you lose something, quote unquote, that you actually aren't losing anything. It's like you gain a lot from the things that you've gone through in life. And then we have here, like, we share one heart with the number 46, just breaks down to a 10. So you can be an empathic person. You possibly are very like, you're like that friend that everybody comes to, because it's like, you know exactly what to say and when to say it. And like, even in like these photos, I feel like there's certain things that you keep covered up to yourself, but you also, how you see yourself doesn't affect like how you see the world or how you see other people. It's like you always see the beautifulness in the world. You could be someone that it's like you get revitalized when you go outside, when you have fresh air, when you're in the sun. Like that, like, revitalizes you. I feel like as well, like for some of you, there's like, you have like this particular feature on your face that is like very, very, like, you have like either like long eyelashes. Yeah, I feel like it has to do with like your lashes, or like your eyebrow, like your eyebrows. They're very like defined. Pile number 2, you could possibly see like 444 a lot, or 333, 1010. I feel like there's some sort of energy shift that's going on with you. This is kind of like off of topic, but you have like this very, you have this way of pulling in people that have been hurt before and making them see like the beauty that's within themselves. And this is like what attracts you to people. This is what attracts people to you. It's like people call you, or they want to be around you. They know that they're going to have a good time. They know that they're going to be okay when you're around. Like, that's how good your energy is. Pile number 2. For some of you, like, you can be like a literal like earth angel. You have these wings here. You could possibly have like a very creative side to you as well, pile number 2. I'm going to put these cards to the side, and then we're going to check out your natural sex appeal. So let's see, pile number 2, you should be 18 and over because these cards are a little bit raunchy. So pile number 2, let's see what your natural sex appeal is. Wow, pile number 2, you have justice here twice. So some of you can be an air sign. You can be a Libra for some of you. So yeah, things that people see as like a natural, like you're naturally fair. You're naturally a type of person who like you aren't biased. I feel like you are a giver and a receiver when it comes to sex. It's like you naturally give and receive exactly what you want. For some of you, I feel like you have like a lot of people that's wanting to date you right now. You have like this very like gorgeous back. And I feel like you could possibly have like a high sex drive as well. Or like people, when people see you, like they see like this very attractive person. You seem like I'm hearing the word effortless. So like you effortlessly exude this like beautiful energy. For some of you could be into like BDSM with this whip here, but it's like you are submissive. Pile number 2, you could notice that people like stare at you a lot. They could possibly like stare and you're like, why are these people looking at me? And it's like you don't even realize how sexually attractive you are to people. How not only are you like sexually attractive, but it's your heart center as well that attracts people to you. Once people get to know you, it's like they always want to be around you. I feel like you can be attracting a very specific relationship as well, pile number 2. Pile number 2, if you do like sex magic and you've been manifesting a partner, I feel like this person is coming in for you. I feel like you have like this bubbly personality. It's like you have like this innocence about you, pile number 2. And you could have like a nice bottom, like you have a nice fat butt, pile number 2. For the women, for the men, you have like, I feel like you get like fresh cuts all the time. Like I'm hearing Caesars, so it's like you get like Caesars all the time. Like you maintain yourself very well. You have like a regimen where like you maintain your hair a lot. Pile number 2, whatever you're using that smells like fruits, keep doing it, because I'm pretty sure like you get like a lot of compliments on like how you smell. Pile number 2, for some of you, you could have like long hair right now. And your hair is like very attractive. I'm getting that for pile number 2, your voice is very sensual. Like you speak in a very like low tone, and it's very attractive to the opposite sex. You don't even try, and it's like people are like attracted to your voice. Also, for some of you, you can be I feel like you have like nice feet, pile number 2. Because I'm looking at like the feet here, like your feet, your ankles, like your ankles are very slender. You have like nice feet. This feet here, ankles here, feet. So you have like nice feet. You possibly could keep your toes polished all the time. I'm hearing like white toenail polish. So you have like white toenail polish all the time. For pile number 2, I feel like you dress very modestly. But even though it's modest, like you can still see your booty or like your breasts, like your features under your clothes. Like you're the type of person that you don't show off your body a lot, but people could see you have a body. Pile number 2, I feel like you are a very good cook as well. Like this, like your cooking is like a natural gift, a natural ability for you. But it's like your cooking draws people in. It's like you make people feel like they're at home when you cook for them. Like you make people feel comfortable. Pile number 2, I feel like you are naturally submissive. Your vulnerability makes you very attractive. And there's something here with your hands as well. Like I was saying, like I feel like you have this natural ability to cook or to make things. You could possibly like you make these meals, and or you make like, I'm getting like make candles as well. Like you make something with your hands that is it's natural to you, but everybody can't do it. Pile number 2, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if this is resonating. Yeah, pile number 2, I feel like you have this very high sex drive, and even when you aren't trying, like there are people that are very interested in you at the moment. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, this is all I have for you. We're going to move on to pile number 3 right now, and I will see you in the next one. So if you chose pile number 3, hope you can see, with this goddess, this is the goddess Nike, and she has, this is ambition here. So I'm already getting a sort of theme for you guys here. I'm gonna put these other cards over here. Pile number 3. So I feel like you have like this very like competitive, this very competitive spirit about you, pile number 3. It's like you're very fiery, but you don't try to be. But you're very fiery, pile number 3. I also feel like people like get obsessed with you very easily. Like you notice that, like people get obsessed with you easily, and you're like, I don't even know what I did to make people so obsessed with me. These cards right here are going to be how people see you. So let's take a look. So we have Princess. You can be your own knight with number 1. And then we have here Tower. Unplug and relax for a spell. So people can see you as like very dainty, very feminine. For some of you, you could possibly have like long braids right now, or dreadlocks right now, faux locks, dreadlocks. People see you as like a person who's like, you're always like cool, calm, and relaxed. You could possibly do yoga, pile number 3. You could be a yoga instructor. Yeah, I feel like people see you as like this person who like doesn't lose their cool like at all. If you do, you have to be very upset. I feel like you could possibly, pile number 3, do yoga and like breathing exercises to keep your fiery personality at bay. It's like when people get to know you, then they know like how much of a free spirit you are. But you could possibly like lots of like clothes with like tights and dresses and skirts and stuff like that. Like you could possibly be like somebody that wears like a lot of accessories. And you're not afraid to go out on your own and do things on your own. So it's like people see you as like this independent person. Pile number 3. So here we're going to be taking a look at your energy. We're going to be taking a look at your heart center, the type of energy that you attract, the type of energy that you give off, and the type of energy that you get back from people. So let's take a look. It says, get out of your own way with number 21. Absence of love is fear with number 5. Care for yourself with number 41. And love is always present with number 14. So I feel like for pile number 3, it's like you you know how to like talk to yourself. You talk to yourself in a very pleasing way, in a very pleasing manner. Sometimes it can get difficult because you possibly could be hard on yourself a lot of the times. But for the most part, you try to speak to yourself and speak to others in a way that's very respectful, loving, and kind. Yeah, I feel like pile number 3, you've turned your back on people that weren't loving you correctly, and you started loving yourself. So now you are attracting other people who are also people who can give and receive love equally. Pile number 3. I feel like you could have just discovered this about yourself, that your heart is always attracting love. Like what you put into yourself is what you get out. So I feel like for pile number 3, it's like something that like you could have possibly just gotten out of a relationship, and you've been healing, you've been putting a lot of time and effort into your healing, and it's starting to show. You probably are noticing that like a lot of people are like coming up to you or complimenting you, and you notice that that wasn't happening to you before. It's something about It's something about you changing your outlook on life that is helping you to move forward. Pile number 3, I feel like when you look at people, you look at them like directly in their soul. You are someone that is you're very deep. You're a very deep thinker. You're a very deep lover. So, it's like when you look at people, you capture people's hearts, like automatically, without even trying. It's funny because we have absence of love is fear, and then love is always present. Yeah, like I feel like you were without love for so long, and it's like you didn't know how to love yourself, but you started caring for yourself. It was like you were putting more into other people more than you were putting into yourself. But now it's different. You started putting that time and effort and energy into yourself, and now you see a difference in how you're treated and how you react. I feel like you possibly could have like had like some anger issues based upon the things that you've gone through in life, pile number 3, but you changed something in you. It's like you've allowed yourself to be vulnerable. So now it's like you're showing your softer side. You're showing your softer side to the world and to yourself, and it's surprising to you because it's like you weren't doing it for a payoff, but it is paying off though. Pile number 3. So now with these cards, we're going to be looking at your natural sexual appeal, your natural sex appeal. So some of you can be in like a same-sex relationship, pile number 3. You have like a very expensive or extensive lingerie collection, pile number 3. It's like you wear it like you're naturally seductive. You wear like these underwears I'm seeing. You are like, you could be like good at like naturally like riding as well for pile number 3, or like people like the way you ride. You like cowgirl, pile number 3. For some of you, you have two sides. You have two sides about you, pile number 3. You have like this vulnerable side, and then you have like this very like sexy, sultry side to you that like you absolutely drive people insane with your personality. You could have like some sort of a mole or like a beauty mark on your back, pile number 3. You have like this naturally, you could have like this V that goes down your back, or for men like that V that goes down to your you know what area, pile number 3. I feel like even in your sleep, you're like, you are very attractive in your sleep. Yeah, pile number 3, I feel like there are multiple sides to you. You have this fiery side, you have this sexual side, and you also have this very vulnerable side. And all of these sides of you is what makes you you. All of these sides of you is what makes you so naturally attractive. Like, you are not afraid to be vulnerable. You could notice, pile number 3, that exes, like, they don't want to let you go. Pile number 3, you could notice that, like, it's like you're somewhere and then you always like see someone that you used to date. And it's, I'm telling you now, pile number 3 is not a coincidence. Like, people get obsessed with you, and I'll tell you why. When I was doing your pile, a song that came through was Doja Cat Streets. And if you haven't seen that video, go and see that video. Listen to that song. In that song, she's like basically talking about like being obsessed with someone. In the video, like, the person, it looks like the person in the video is like obsessed with her. And I feel like this is what happens with you and people. You don't even realize like how your vulnerability, how your duality of sweet and spicy drives people insane. Pile number 3, I feel like you wear your hair up in buns a lot. And when you wear your hair down, it's like a different sort of like natural sex appeal for you. Because like, even in this picture up here, like, her hair is up, but it's down here and it's up here. Like, you wear your hair in a way that looks like, I'm getting like sexy librarian. So some of you could be like, you can be a librarian, but it's like, you have, like I said, you have this side, like when you are in your sexual energy, your hair is down, you're free, you're like, you are, it's like you can't be controlled. Pile number 3. It's like people want to spoil you as well. People want to spoil you with dates and like take you out. You could possibly receive like lots of like flowers and roses as well. You can garden, so like you can have like a natural like what do you call that, a natural green thumb, where like you can garden, or like you have this eye for arrangements. It's like you keep a beautiful home, and it's like it's natural for you to put things together and make them beautiful, whether it's roses, a roses assortment, or like your home. Like, you just have an eye for beautiful things, and it shows in who you are and where you live. Pile number 3, you're naturally a physical person. So like, you naturally, when you touch people, like, you make them feel some type of way. Like, when you touch people, you don't realize it because you might be a person that is naturally touchy-feely, but for other people, it's like when you touch them, like, you give them such a electrifying feeling when you touch them. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, I feel like you working on your energy, your natural energy, your natural fire. It allows for you to continue to be this person that has a lot of duality. You have this personality that is very it's like you don't show everybody everything, but when you do show them, they get so obsessed with your energy. Pile number 3. And that is all I have for you today. I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye, Dream Lush Gang.